Hello friends, welcome back to another video. If this is the first video you are viewing on this channel, you're very much welcome. And if you have been seeing other videos, thank you for coming back. Today we'll be talking about column constraints in SQL Server or in SQL generally. So when you're putting some columns in your table, you can identify some constraints to help you maintain data integrity, to help you guide against some errors. Maybe you have an email column and you don't want any input where there is no @ or where there is no .com. So these are constraints, or these are rules you can set in place that can help you ensure that the data that is entering your table is the correct type of data. So we have different column constraints. In SQL, we have not null, primary key, like I mentioned in the previous video. So at the end of this video, you would know the different constraints you can apply to your column that will help you to guide against dirty data or data that would not be useful in future, or to help you maintain data integrity. Now let's get over to the computer to use these constraints and see how they work, each one of them. So the first one we'll be talking about is the not null constraint. So when you're creating your table, you have the create table command. Like I've mentioned, we have used the different SQL commands in our last video, and we have the not null. So when you have not null, you are specifying to your table that you don't want any null value. So if I run this and you see that my command has been successfully executed, now I want to insert into my table. If I run this, I will get an error. And what is that error? It says cannot insert value null into column. You don't have to specify null this way. If you don't specify any value at all, you are also inadvertently saying that it should insert null. So I have two columns, and I have specified them that product ID would be inserted and also product name would be inserted. But in my values, I'm providing only one value. So if I do this, it says there are more columns in the insert than the values specified. So I have to make sure that the values I am inserting are the same as the values that are specified here. So let's assume I remove product ID from my specified value and I run this. What happens? Cannot insert the value null into the column. So it's assuming that you don't want to provide value for product ID, and that is definitely a null. Now let's put in the correct value in our table so that we can easily insert. Our product ID is an integer, so let's start with 100 and put it there. Then let's make this 101 and same. I don't know, what should we put here? Let's say earbuds. So once I have specified both values correctly, you see that I can now insert into my table here. So that is what not null helps you to do. Not null allows you to make sure that every row on your table has a value. Whenever you specify a not null, no empty row can be allowed on that table. If you have watched the video to this point and you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel so that the YouTube algorithm will share the video with others like you that wants premium SQL content like this, or that wants to learn. So if you subscribe, you're also encouraging others to learn what you're learning. Kindly subscribe and put on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified that another video has been up. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.